That American missionary who was murdered on a remote Indian island, the 26-year-old dying at the hands of natives who were...
It's easy to think that our modern way of life is completely different from the past. But you might be surprised to discover that many ancient civilizations and tribes once thought to be gone are still very much alive today. Some of these groups are so cut off from the outside world and resistant to modern life that anyone who tried to approach them has vanished without a trace. Come along as we dive into the world of the 20 most dangerous tribes on the planet. Number 19. Sentinel. North Sentinel Island, located in the Bay of Bengal, is home to the Sentinel tribe, one of the most mysterious and isolated groups in the world. Protected by strict Indian laws, this island serves as a safe haven for the Sentinels, who have clearly expressed their desire to stay away from outsiders. The exact number of Sentinelers is unclear, with estimates ranging from about 80 to 500, and some believe there may be as few as 15. Because the tribe is so secretive and lives in isolation, it's tough to gather detailed information about them. In 1967, anthropologist Tien Pandit made one of the few successful contacts with the Sentinels. He observed their simple lifestyle, noting that they live in small huts with slanted roofs grouped together. Their diet consists of fruits, tubers, turtle and seagull eggs, and small animals like wild pigs and birds. They are skilled hunters, using bows, arrows, spears, and knives. However, they are known for their hostility toward outsiders, and any attempts to approach their territory are met with fierce resistance. Their reputation as one of the most dangerous tribes was highlighted in 2018 when John Allen Chau, a 26-year-old missionary, tried to make contact with them despite knowing the risks. He sought to convert the Sentinelers to Christianity, but his intrusion resulted in tragedy. He was killed by the tribe in their determined effort to protect their way of life. The Sentinelers continue to uphold their traditions, remaining untouched by modern advancements and preserving a lifestyle that has lasted for centuries. Number 18. The Asmat tribe. Deep in the heart of Papua New Guinea in Indonesia, the Asmat tribe was once feared for their cannibalistic practices. However, they are not just a small group. They form a large community spread across more than 9,000 square miles in the southwestern part of New Guinea, with a population of over 65,000. They live in villages that can hold up to 2,000 people each. For many years, the Asmat tribe stayed isolated from the outside world, fiercely defending their land from outsiders. Anyone who dared to approach them was often met with violence, making contact nearly impossible. One of the most chilling stories associated with this tribe is the mysterious disappearance of Michael Rockefeller, the 23-year-old son of New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller. In November 1961, Michael embarked on a daring journey that ended tragically when his boat was caught in rough waters. While the official story claims he drowned, rumors suggest that the Asmat tribe captured and killed him, possibly even consuming his remains, a tale that, although unconfirmed, continues to haunt many. The Asmat's fearsome reputation doesn't stop there. They were once known as headhunters, collecting the skulls of their enemies as trophies. These skulls, stripped and decorated, were seen as more than just war prizes. They were believed to grant spiritual power and were even used as pillows. The more skulls a warrior had, the higher his status within the tribe. This brutal practice was a significant part of their culture and influenced their social structure for generations. Today, the Asmat have moved away from their cannibalistic and headhunting traditions. Recognizing the cruelty of these practices, they have also become more open to contact with the outside world, a change that has greatly influenced their development. Beyond their bloody past, the Asmat people are celebrated for their remarkable craftsmanship. They believe they emerged from wood, which has led to their deep respect for trees and their exceptional wood carving skills. Their intricate sculptures are renowned worldwide, showcased in art shows and museums, highlighting a culture that, despite its dark history, has endured and evolved over time. Number 17. Agori. The Agori tribe has a history that spans over 1,000 years and practices some of the most shocking rituals imaginable. As followers of a Hindu sect known as the Holy Men, the Agori aim to achieve fearlessness through methods that might make even the toughest person uneasy. Their extreme approach to enlightenment stands in stark contrast to mainstream Hindu beliefs.
But the Agoris want to know, if it's a young person, somebody who was vibrant life and for some reason he died, they want that kind. When that happens, they want to do work there.
Giving them a fearsome reputation across India. The Agori worship deities such as Shiva and Shakti, gods associated with destruction, and Kali, the goddess of death. This connection to the darker aspects of spirituality explains why they often live near cremation grounds, cemeteries, or in the cold caves of the Himalayas, dense jungles of Bengal, and hot deserts of Gujarat. One of their most infamous practices is ritual cannibalism. They don't kill anyone, but consume the raw flesh of bodies that are meant for cremation. To the Agori, fears and taboos are mere illusions that hinder spiritual growth. They believe there's no real difference between good and evil, and eating human flesh is just another way to tame their ego, similar to how people eat animals. Living in extreme poverty and often unsanitary conditions, the Agori have turned to these practices as a means of coping with their harsh reality. They wear minimal clothing, sometimes just a loincloth or nothing at all, to reject materialism and overcome feelings of shame. Sometimes just a loincloth or nothing at all, to reject materialism and overcome feelings of shame. Their bodies are smeared with ashes from cremated remains, following the example of Shiva. They even use skulls as bowls, symbolizing their rejection of conventional norms. To outsiders, the Agori's way of life may seem like madness, yet for them, it is a serious spiritual journey where the boundaries between good and bad are blurred, and their quest for enlightenment leads them to live in ways that most would find unimaginable. Number 16. Kawai. This tribe remained unknown to the outside world until the 1970s. Before then, they believed they were the only people on Earth and had no contact with anyone outside their community. Even today, many Kawai have never seen a person with white skin. What truly sets the Kawai apart is their remarkable ability to build tree houses that reach heights comparable to high-rise buildings. Their huts are constructed on stilts, with roofs made from large palm leaves, and the only way to access them is by climbing wooden ladders. Each hut is attached to a massive banyan tree, providing spacious, cozy, and dry shelter that doesn't require air conditioning. However, the biggest danger to these lofty homes is fire. The Kawai have cleverly addressed this risk by creating special fire pits that prevent flames from spreading to the trees. While their architectural skills are impressive, their belief system is equally intriguing. The Kawai have strong beliefs in supernatural forces, including demons and evil spirits. If a tribe member is thought to be possessed by a demon, the Kawai believe they must kill and consume that person to protect the rest of the community. Number 15. Nenets. The Nenets are famous reindeer herders who live in one of the most extreme climates on Earth. Their homeland, the Yamal Peninsula, means the end of the world in their language, reflecting its remote and icy landscape that stretches deep into the Arctic Circle. Despite the ongoing challenges of climate change and modern development, the Nenets remain committed to their traditional way of life. Every year, they embark on a tough migration, guiding large herds of reindeer between their winter and summer pastures. This journey covers thousands of kilometers and involves crossing frozen rivers in temperatures that can drop to -50 degrees Celsius, so cold it feels like it could freeze your blood. For the Nenets, reindeer are essential. They provide clothing, food, and a means of livelihood. Their relationship with these animals is deeply spiritual. The Nenets believe that reindeer willingly offer themselves to humans in exchange for protection from predators. To them, reindeer are not just animals, they are sacred beings that are central to their culture and way of life.
И в том числе у человека, если олени есть, если дети есть, и прекрасная земля. Больше немцу, тундровику, ничего не надо.
Number 14, Mentawai tribe. In the remote corners of Indonesia, there's a tribe that measures beauty in a very unique way. A smile filled with sharp, pointed teeth. For the women in this tribe, having teeth that look like a shark's is the ultimate standard of beauty. To achieve this look, they willingly undergo a painful procedure where their teeth are chipped and shaped without any anesthesia. It might sound frightening, but for these women, it's a proud tradition, as they believe that beauty often comes with pain. However, there's more to this tribe than just their distinctive smiles. They have a deep respect for nature and animals, ensuring that they don't cut down trees or harm wildlife unless absolutely necessary. Their strong connection to the environment is guided by the principle of taking only what they need. Despite their remote location and ancient customs, they are incredibly welcoming to visitors, always eager to share their culture and way of life with those who come to learn.
The wide majority of Mentawai people don't live in this traditional way.
Number 13, Yali tribe. High in the mountains, at an astonishing 16,400 feet above sea level, lives the Yi tribe, deep within the jungles of Papua New Guinea. Unlike many other tribes, the Yali are fiercely protective of their land and prefer to keep strangers away. Those who have attempted to approach them have disappeared without a trace, which adds to their powerful reputation. If you're a researcher or a tourist hoping to visit, be prepared for a challenging journey. The trek through dense jungle and steep climbs is just the beginning. The Yali have also set traps along the path to deter intruders, making the journey even more dangerous. Reaching the Yali is no easy task, and even if you succeed, you'll need a bit of luck. These people are known for their fierce reputation, and many believe they were among the last tribes to practice cannibalism. Although recent reports suggest that the Yali are slowly changing their ways and possibly moving away from such practices, they remain a mystery. The tribe has become somewhat more open to outsiders and has even stopped warring with neighboring tribes, but they are still considered one of the most dangerous groups in Papua New Guinea. Number 12, Ku tribe. In the high Andes of South America, the Kuro tribe represents the last living link to the ancient Incan civilization. The Incas were famous for their advanced culture and built an empire that rivaled the splendor of ancient Egypt. Today, the Kuro, who live on the central west coast, are the largest group still fluent in the Kita language. They reside in a stunning landscape of mountains, deserts, and coastal areas, where they maintain a peaceful and traditional way of life. The Kuro are known for their resilience and deep commitment to their heritage. They grow their own potatoes, raise alpacas, and are celebrated for for their exceptional weaving skills. Living at an altitude of 14,500 feet, they inhabit simple stone houses that are far from modern conveniences and healthcare. Despite these challenges, the Kuro have managed to preserve their cultural identity through many generations. Their spiritual life is equally rich. The tribe's shamans, known as Pakos, are believed to have the power to heal both physical and spiritual issues. The Kuro draw their strength from nature, a practice that has been central to their culture for centuries. Number 11. Kazakh. Nomads. Have you ever heard of people who hunt with eagles? The Kazakh nomads, living in the vast open lands of Mongolia, have been doing this for centuries. Picture a rugged landscape where the sky stretches endlessly. That's where these remarkable people reside. But it's not just the scenery that's impressive. Their hunting methods are truly special. For generations, the Kazakhs have trained eagles to hunt alongside them. It might sound unbelievable, but it's an essential part of their lifestyle. The bond between a hunter and their eagle is strong, built on years of careful training and trust. When they go out to hunt, their teamwork resembles a well-rehearsed dance. The eagle learns to follow commands, spot prey, and bring it back to the hunter. However, there's a catch. When the eagles grow older and it's time for them to start their own families, the Kazakhs release them back into the wild. Most eagles stay with their human partners for about 6 or 7 years before being set free to live naturally. Today, as the modern world encroaches, this ancient practice is slowly fading. Yet some Kazakhs remain deeply committed to preserving this tradition, holding on to a unique way of life that connects them to the land and these majestic birds. Number 10. Chimu Skeleton Tribe. Meet the Chimu people from the heart of Papua New Guinea. Known for their striking and elaborate traditional costumes. These costumes make them look like skeletons, and there's a fascinating reason for that. Legend says that long ago, the Chimu were threatened by a forest demon. To protect themselves, they began dressing as spirits of death, resulting in a look that is both intimidating and unique. Imagine the surprise of the first Christian missionaries who encountered them in 1934. The Chimu's battle paint is so lifelike it could send chills down anyone's spine. Both men and women wear these costumes, with only smaller designs made for children. Chimbu families have an interesting setup. They are monogamous, but husbands don't live in the same house as their wives and children. Pigs also play an important role in their culture.
They are coming here to repay back.
They are kept for big feasts that happen every few years. These feasts are massive events where thousands of people gather, often serving as a time for matchmaking. Today, the Chimu still wear their skeleton costumes during these public feasts, and their traditional rituals have become part of the celebrations. The art of painting these eerie designs is carefully passed down from father to son, ensuring that their ancient traditions remain alive. Number 9. Baju Tribe. Imagine a tribe that spends nearly their entire lives on the water. The Baju people, often called sea gypsies, come from Borneo and live on small boats, rarely straying far from the ocean. For the Baju, the sea is everything. They even honor it as a goddess. From a young age, Baju children learn to swim, growing up to become exceptional swimmers and divers who can dive up to 20 meters deep. Their bodies have adapted to their aquatic lifestyle, featuring slightly flatter legs that help them swim better, and their underwater vision is sharper than most people's. Despite avoiding modern civilization, the Baju are known for their friendliness, warm hospitality, and cheerful nature. However, many of them face challenges such as poverty and limited access to education. relying on their unique sea-based way of life to sustain themselves. Number 8. Naga Tribe. In the mist-covered mountains of Nagaland, nestled between the vast river valleys of northwestern India and the dense jungles of western Myanmar, lives the Naga tribe, known as the last of the headhunters. The Naga has a fascinating and intense history. While the origins of their headhunting practices are unclear, by the early 1800s, when British explorers arrived, this tradition was deeply rooted in their culture. In fact, possessing a human head was once a requirement for a man to marry. This practice wasn't just about violence. It was believed that taking a head would ensure plentiful crops and the overall prosperity of the community. The Naga consists of 16 to 20 tribes, totaling around 3 million people, and they often found themselves in fierce conflicts. Headhunting was tied to a broader belief system, where such actions were seen as essential for maintaining health and the well-being of the tribe. Although India banned headhunting in the late 1940s after gaining independence, the practice resurfaced briefly in the 1990s due to a major land dispute. During that time, some headhunters wore skulls as necklaces to showcase their bravery, and their elaborate tattoos told the story of their achievements. The more tattoos a warrior had, the more respect he earned for the number of skulls he claimed. Thankfully, headhunting is now a thing of the past. Today, the Naga people live in relative peace and harmony, embracing outside influences while preserving their rich cultural heritage and traditions. Number 7. Surma Tribe. In the remote areas of southern Ethiopia and Sudan, the Surma tribe lives a life rich in tradition. Once nomadic, they now stay close to home, focusing on cattle herding and growing grains. One of their most notable customs is their intense stick-fighting contests. These matches, while vigorous, are more about showing skill than causing harm. Unmarried men participate using hardwood poles, and the winner gets to choose a bride from a group of eligible women. Surma women are also remarkable for their unique beauty practices. They decorate themselves with large lip plates, a tradition that involves gradually stretching their lips to achieve impressive sizes. In Surma culture, a larger lip plate means a bride is valued more highly, with some lip plates being worth the equivalent of 50 heads of cattle. This striking custom attracts attention from around the world, making these women a popular attraction for curious visitors. Despite their remote location, the Surma tribe continues to proudly preserve their unique cultural heritage and traditions. Number 6. Paha Tribe. Deep in the heart of Brazil, the Pahan tribe lives in a world completely their own, seeing life in a way that is very different from most. This tribe is not just isolated, they experience life fundamentally differently. For example, the Pahan do not use numbers. Instead of counting, they use terms like many and few, making traditional math concepts meaningless to them. They also do not understand the concept of time, as they don't recognize days, nights, hours, or minutes. They live entirely in the present moment, embracing life as it happens. Their approach to sleep is unique as well. They usually sleep only 20 to 30 minutes at a time, believing that too much sleep weakens the body and brings one closer to death. In Pahan culture, dreams and reality are equally important. Their social structure is unconventional, lacking hierarchy and crime. Every 7 years, tribe members even change their names, highlighting their focus on living joyfully in the moment and avoiding harm to others. The Pahan tribe truly exemplifies a lifestyle dedicated to enjoying the present and finding happiness in the here and now. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber's pick. the Mud People of Papua New Guinea. Known for their eerily striking appearance, they evoke the haunting look of skeletons. Their distinctive masks and ritual dances have earned them global recognition for their chilling aesthetic. The tribe lives in small villages near the Asaro River. Despite their small size, their society is divided into multiple clans, each with its own dialect. To overcome these language differences, they rely heavily on ritual dances, where body language tells their stories. The origins of their fearsome clay masks are steeped in legend. According to the tale, when a neighboring tribe tried to attack, the Mud People sought refuge by the river. When they emerged, their bodies were covered in white clay from the muddy banks. Anyone who saw them vanished without a trace, believing they had encountered the most dangerous tribe in the world. Since then, these masks have become powerful tools against intruders and are essential for their ceremonies and festivals. Each mask is crafted with unique features like horns, tusks, and bamboo fingers that resemble predatory claws. When these masked figures surround you, the first thought isn't about cultural exchange, it's about survival. Number 5. Mats tribe. On the border between Peru and Brazil, deep in the Amazon rainforest, the Matses tribe lives in relative isolation, with around 2,000 members. They are easily recognized by the thin sticks that protrude from their noses, resembling whiskers and giving them a distinctive look. Reaching their village is quite an adventure, requiring a 2-day boat journey downstream. This remote location has helped the Matses maintain their traditional way of life for centuries. The Matses have extensive knowledge of plants and use almost all of them for traditional medicine. They carefully manage their land to prevent overuse, skillfully balancing soil fertility and animal populations. The Gales and Javari rivers are vital to their daily lives, providing water, fish, and meat. Their diet is mostly organic, featuring a variety of fruits and vegetables they grow. A unique aspect of their diet is chapo, a spicy drink made from boiled bananas. They also use a special remedy involving a green tree frog. The frog's secretion is applied to wooden sticks, which are then used to deliver the liquid into the skin. This process induces temporary dizziness and nausea, but ultimately boosts energy and enhances hunting abilities, leaving the user revitalized for days. The Matses believe in communicating with plants and animals, considering them to have spirits. They think that negotiating with these spirits can help heal the human body. Despite their isolation, the Matses have adapted well to their environment and continue to thrive. Number 4. Kolash tribe. Imagine a tribe that breaks the mold of traditional expectations. Meet the Kalash, a community that offers a refreshing contrast to typical tribal life. Unlike the usual imagery of spears and war paint, the Kalash showcase a rich diversity. Their faces reflect influences from India, the Middle East, and even Europe. Their daily life is unique. Men take charge of farming and hunting, while women manage the household. What's particularly remarkable is the independence of Kalash women, who play a significant role in community decisions, a rarity in many traditional societies. Nestled high in the mountains, the Kalash engage in farming, raising cattle, and hunting small game. Their history is equally intriguing. They claim descent from the soldiers of Alexander the Great, who explored their region centuries ago. While this legend may not fully align with modern scientific perspectives, it adds to the mystique of their culture. The Kalash are more than just another tribe. They embody a captivating blend of tradition and enigma, living life on their own terms. Number 3. Huani tribe. In the heart of the Amazon jungle, the Huani tribe lives as if untouched by modern times. Approximately 4,000 Huani people inhabit the dense forests of eastern Ecuador, maintaining a way of life deeply rooted in their ancient environment. One striking feature of the Huani is their extra fingers and toes. These additional digits enhance their ability to climb trees, a crucial skill in their arboreal world. Their toes are perfectly adapted to gripping branches, serving as a living link to their primitive ancestry. The Huarani speak a language that is a complete enigma to outsiders.
Aquí, que respete el gobierno. Nuestra selva, nuestro territorio es casa. Nosotros queremos vivir limpio, alegre, sano.
It stands alone, unrelated to any known language, making their origins difficult to trace. This linguistic isolation reflects their broader preference for staying apart from the outside world. When American missionaries attempted to make contact in the 1950s, they were met with a hostile reception of spears. Their hunting techniques are equally intriguing. They use blowpipes armed with poison curare to paralyze monkeys, making them easier to catch. Their specially adapted feet allow for effortless climbing of palm trees. Remarkably, despite their advanced hunting prowess, the Huani do not hunt parrots. Instead, they keep these vibrant birds as pets. In an era of rapid change, the Huani tribe remains a vivid testament to an ancient and enduring way of life. Number 2. Yaifo tribe. In the remote jungles of Papua New Guinea, the Yaifo tribe lives in total isolation from modern society. Nestled along crocodile-infested rivers in the East Sepik region, they have maintained their traditional way of life for centuries, free from roads and technology. The Yaifo remained unknown until explorer Benedict Allen, at age 26, first made contact with them. His 1987 book, Into the Crocodile's Nest, describes his initial warm welcome, followed by a brutal 6-week initiation involving beatings, force-feeding, and bamboo cuts, which left him scarred and severely bloodied. In 2017, at age 57, Allen returned to their jungle home, this time vanishing off the grid with a message saying, "Do not find me." After weeks of global concern, he was found near an airstrip in Enga province. Allen's daring encounters have shed light on the Yaifo, prompting respectful efforts to explore their culture while preserving their ancient traditions. The tribe's resilience and commitment to their way of life serve as a striking reminder of the diversity of human experience in an increasingly interconnected world. Number 1. Red people. In northern Namibia, the HBA tribe, with a population of around 50,000, continues to flourish despite the harsh environment and historical challenges. Renowned for their striking beauty and unique customs, HBA women often appear in popular magazines, embodying a look that combines tradition with elegance. The HBA are semi-nomadic, living in isolated areas where their way of life has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Their culture is marked by meticulous grooming and distinctive body art. Despite the name HBA, which means beggars, the tribe takes immense pride in their heritage and appearance. HBA women apply a mixture of red ochre and fat to their skin, creating a rich reddish tone that serves both as a protective layer and a beauty symbol. This tradition is passed down through generations. Teen girls style their hair into 2 pigtails, while married women dye their braids with ochre. Men enhance their unique look with elaborate turbans. Although they have access to modern conveniences, the HBA are committed to preserving their cultural identity. They navigate the balance between tradition and modernity, ensuring their distinctive charm and independence remain intact. Through their resilient spirit and vibrant customs, the HBA tribe serves as a remarkable example of cultural preservation in a rapidly changing world. Thanks for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.